Hello Libra, this is going to be a reading for March 28th through April 4th. I do not have notes in front of me today, so I have to remember these things. I am in my friend's backyard today. It's a little windy. We're going to try it out. There's some noise. You might hear geese, chickens, dogs, possibly children. The neighbor next door is some sort of farmer using some sort of equipment, so we'll try it out. We'll see what happens. We'll see if you can hear me after I listen to this video after. So, we're gonna do a simple reading for you today. We're gonna look at past, present, future of this week, of the energies of this week, your challenge this week, and what you can and can't do, what does and doesn't work in relation to these energies. So, let's get started, Libra. All right. I have things on my cards so they don't blow away. Let's see if this works. All right, I'm going to take a look at your cards for a moment, Libra. I see you in your own reading here, moving into the energies of this week. Okay. Okay. All right, well, moving into the energies of this week, we start with justice here. And this is you. And so you're moving into the energy of this week with, your own, like empowering your own Libra energy. And so feeling kind of pretty good in your own skin. It's a card of truth. I am a fan of truth. And it just feels like you're moving into this week with you're feeling good about understanding your world around you. You feel like you have a handle on it. You don't feel like anything is really confusing you right now. It feels like you are feeling pretty good. I'm just gonna leave that there, Libra. Moving into the present situation, we have the Page of Pentacles, and it is crossed by the Judgment card. So moving into the energies of this week, you're feeling pretty good. You're feeling like yourself. You're feeling like you're balanced and everything around you makes sense and there's truth abound. Your truth. You the things that you believe in, they are all true. And then the Page of Pentacles has to do with oftentimes it's very student-y energy. It's a very grounded and directional student type of energy. It's a Page of Pentacles, so it's a young energy. It's sometimes it's immature, but I feel like of all the pages, the Page of Pentacles and the Page of Swords are probably the least immature of them. And it's usually it's very goal-oriented, this Page of Pentacles. I'm going to just show you the card also. Sometimes the imagery, especially with this deck in particular, I find that the imagery really strikes people. Because it's kind of like modern characters more. You can kind of relate to them more. And then, it's crossed by Judgment. So your challenge this week is it's feeling like, so you're moving into the energy feeling pretty good, feeling pretty self-confident, and then your confidence wavers, and you're might be judging yourself and kind of doing a little bit of self assessment and checking in with yourself and making sure that you like all the things about you, and if not, moving forward maybe with a new goal and a new opportunity, and this could very well be an opportunity as well, but it's something that you need to grab onto and say, okay, you know what, I will take this opportunity and I will move forward with it. And what's in your way of that is kind of a little bit of self-doubt. So that's your challenge position. So I would encourage you to work on that a little bit this week, Libra. In your near future, we have the Five of Cups. So, taking that judgment that judgment of yourself you might be taking it a little bit too far, if you let that happen. These are just energies that are available to us. If you take a look at that judgment of yourself and that self-assessment and stuff like that, and kind of building your self-confidence, I feel that this isn't necessarily Doesn't have to be your outcome. I mean, these aren't fixed futures or anything like that. These are just energies that are likely and kind of available to us. And then when we take a look at our challenges and we take a look at the other cards and what we can and can't do, we have free will, so we can change those. But moving forward, maybe with a little bit of that judgment, and it might even be necessary in order to move forward with whatever that opportunity is. It might be important for you to actually do some self-assessment and to then look and to get into this energy a little bit, the Five of Cups, which is a feeling of like loss and a feeling of like you're looking at these things that aren't good enough when you have like super awesome things right behind you. Maybe you're looking at some things about yourself that you don't love. And so what? Shed those things, right? But don't dwell on them. Get moving. Which is interesting that I just said that, because in your what doesn't work for you this week position, we have the Chariot, which is continue moving, right? Forward with a goal. So all the things I just said, basically the Chariot card is telling you in this position this week for you. What doesn't work for you is, what doesn't work for you possibly actually is charging forward. While the Chariot has a goal, what I'm getting from this position really for you this week with the other cards is make sure you aren't charging forward blindly without a goal, which is kind of the opposite. That's almost like the card reversed, but in this position, that's kind of what's going on. It's kind of like almost the reversed, like a description, really. So I would say what doesn't work for you this week is charging forward without a goal, and forgetting like everything behind you. Oftentimes I would say to move forward and don't worry about what's behind you. But this card is almost saying don't do that. What doesn't work for you this week is charging forward and forgetting all of everything that's behind you. Okay, and if we're talking about that and we're looking at the Five of Cups in your near future, I'm getting this funny feeling that you almost shouldn't ignore these cups. It feels like you should be taking a look at these cups. The cups, the three cups that are spilt in front of you that you're like mourning. It's a loss. It's either a loss of yourself. Really, really work through it. That's what I'm getting, especially with that Chariot card in that position. What doesn't work, or what does work for you this week is the Magician. And the Magician creates his world around him. How do we create our world around us? With our thoughts and our words and our actions. And then they all come back around again, right? They all link to each other. But he uses the tools around him, whatever that means to you. He also is, it's also a reminder that you're creating this. You are creating all of these energies this week. And what you can do is just do that, create the energies, but remember that you can change them too, to whatever you want. You can take a look at those two cups that are still filled with water and emotion and life and use them. And use all of your tools moving forward. Use those two cups that you have available to you. Use them. They're a tool that's available to you. The three cups that are spilt, they're not really useful anymore. Maybe in some way, maybe in some sort of other way, but as an actual tool around you in your physical space, you still have two bowls full of life and water. So I would say get moving and use what you got left. Don't spill the rest of them out just because three of them spilled. All right, well, that's what I have for you this week, Libra. Short and sweet. I'm going to pull a Four Agreements card for you to see which Four Agreement would best help you get through the energies of this week. Trying to see something on my camera. All right, Libra. We have be impeccable with your word. Replace fear with love. The human mind is like a fertile ground where seeds are continually being planted. When you are impeccable with your word, your mind is no longer fertile ground for the words that come from fear. Your mind is only fertile for the words that come from love. Sure, yeah, that totally works with your reading. I dig it. Thank you, Libra. That's what I have for you this week. Please like and subscribe. It super helps. I need team members. That means subscribers. So join my team, grow with me, subscribe, share with your kooky friends. As a reminder, this is a practice for me. This is my practice. Thank you for joining me in my practice. For more on what that means, you can take a look at info in the description. And we'll end with the dog barking. Thank you, Libra. Have a great week.